Hello everyone, this is day 83, building a house every day for 100 days. We're just getting this one here. I did this one live on stream, so if you want to catch the next one, make sure to subscribe so you catch the next stream. Kind of went into this one actually knowing what I wanted to do, unlike the last one where I kind of struggled for a while. So went straight in for some terraforming, get this like kind of like coast on the bottom, then I'm starting to work on this like cliff overhang here on the top. Kind of like thinking like, obviously, I mean, you saw the thumbnail, Lighthouse was kind of the idea I had. Kind of thinking like, for those who know, Wii Sports Resort, you got the lighthouse on the side of the cliff there. So, I get the cliff in here. Using red wool as a placeholder, getting the wool going down here. Kind of like gradually just slope it. Make it kind of curve back a bit. So we get like this nice point kind of here on the middle. As I'm getting the shape in here, for those who don't know, I have a Patreon down below and also a Discord link down below if you want to support me or just join the community. Either way, I really appreciate it. For Patreon, you get a house dedicated to you and you get like downloads for every single house I built for this series. So, if you want to support me, I'd appreciate it. If you don't, that's perfectly fine. Just watching is like, more than enough. Back to the cliff here though. Kind of got the shape in. Use world edit, replace all the blocks here. Get this kind of like sandy beach underneath. And this like cliff, like stone, and like a bunch of dirt overhang and stuff. Start texturing it, get kind of like a gradient in here. It's a bit hard for you to see, I guess, because there's, this shadow going over it. But, we start with tough on the bottom, we get cobblestone, we get stone bricks and cracked stone bricks, and we just get stone and andesite. It's pretty like simple gradient. Get some rooted dirt on the top, kind of like help blend it in. Make it look a bit more natural as well. Get some cobblestone stairs and slabs. Just kind of like blends the dirt in better in my opinion. Come back down to the beach here. Just kind of make it like slope down a bit gradually. It's like a pretty simple kind of like, I don't do a whole lot with the bottom terraforming. Just fill it with water. Get some seagrass, some kelp, some pickles for some light. Get some sugarcane in. Mix in some upside down stairs for a bit of extra texture on the sand. You can barely even see it there, but just adds a bit more in my opinion. Add some rocks around as well, because it's like this kind of cliffside beach. And it's really better for the terraforming for this build. At least for like the bottom. I bring the gradient over on the left side here just because it was bothering me, but it's not really part of the build. You like barely see it. So yeah, that's kind of the texturing done here. Add some more rooted dirt around as well in a second, but yeah. Oh, add grass down here also. Kind of forgot about that. Just kind of helps fill the beach up, makes it look a bit more like vibrant. With terraforming done, we can finally get started on the house. At first, I kind of decide just like straight up lighthouse. Like I didn't have any plans for a house to be actually attached to it, but I do that in a bit. Can start with the gradient here on the left. Just texture in the deep slate. Kind of like thinking the deep slate is like a kind of like a foundation layer for it. Get started on the actual shape here. Just fill everything in. I use cobblestone at first just as kind of like a filler block for the shape. So I just get the shape in here. Bring it up to the top, gets a bit bigger at the top. And yeah, it's kind of shape in. I got this gradient on the right here, obviously. Start filling it in. Stone bricks, just get a bit lighter as we go to the top. Cobblestone, stone bricks, stone, andesite, concrete powder, some diorite, calcite. Pretty nice looking gradient. As you might have noticed there, sorry, I was kind of like, there's a cut in the recording. I was doing this live, my game actually crashed a few times, so sorry about that. I get back into texturing it here. Get up to the diorite layers here, get some polished diorite as well. Some calcite in, and then finally white wool at the top. I would normally use concrete powder, but the concrete powder following was making my game crash, so got wool in there for now. I'm liking the shape, I'm liking the texture. Get started on this like top section. Keep it pretty simple. I don't do a whole lot like too fancy with it. Get like this railing in. Get a quick middle section. I have built lighthouses before. I probably could have been a bit more like interesting and kind of experimental with the blocks I used for it, but I kind of just like the grayscale look of it, honestly. Get the light in the middle. Replace these like iron bars. I think I used glass and like glass panes. But yeah, I'm liking the way it's looking so far. You mix the glass and glass panes, kind of gets like a rounded look to it. You start on the roof. Gotta make like this, go for like a pointy roof. I struggled with the roof for a minute. I get it eventually, but yeah, I'm just not really sure exactly what I'm doing at first. You know, try out a few different shapes. Just gotta take a step back here. Any minute now, yeah. Finally start filling it in. Gotta just get it. I like it. Looks alright. Nothing crazy. Gotta get kind of point on it. And yeah, it's kind of the tower itself done. I decided, you know, could definitely use kind of like a house structure attached to it. So I get started here on a pretty simple house. I still want the lighthouse to be the main part of the build. Like, I don't want there to be like too big and like significant looking of a house. So, you know, we fill the house in. May go on both sides, just like symmetrical with the lighthouse. You know, pretty simple like block palette. I use spruce for the roof, oak for the frame, and like white wool. Kind of don't want anything too colorful with this. I kind of like the kind of like very grayscale look of the lighthouse. So I don't want to use too many bright colors on the house itself. Add some, you know, basic details, some trapdoors and stairs around, just kind of like curve the foundation. Sorry, curve the frame of the house a bit. Make it a little bit more detailed. Start texturing it. Quick look inside, clean up the interior a bit here. Game crashed again. So, you know, another cut there, my bad. Just texture everything, just keep it pretty simple. Diorite, calcite, concrete powder. Definitely overuse this block palette. I gotta start mixing it up a bit, I think. Couple small details on the outside here. Started inside, kind of like just figuring out where the floor is gonna go. So I put this door here for a quick like campfire kind of area. I think it adds a lot to it. Add some grass and leaves and like ferns around. Just kind of fill the space up. Make it look a bit more overgrown. Hang a bunch of lanterns and flower pots up from the lighthouse itself. I feel like this kind of helps just like add a bit of color to it, and also like just fills the space up, add some light, makes it look more interesting. I really like the way it looks. Some rose bushes are on the bottom, flower pots and stuff. Fill the house up, make it a bit more lived in, add some color to it. That's it for the outside for now. Head back inside. Kind of thought I basically have to go for a spiral staircase up the middle of this tower. It's like a perfect space for it. Use world edit, just kind of fill it up. Just fits in too perfectly to not do it. Come downstairs here. Quick kitchen on this side. You know, the fridge, of course. Kind of cramped. You can't really get to this door. You have to actually crouch through there to get to it, but you know, whatever, it fits. Quick kind of like welcome area, like a rug and everything. A bookshelf, quick dining space. Hang some more lanterns up, put some more like small details in the kitchen, like flower pots and candles. Get some paintings around to kind of fill the walls. Hang some more lanterns, hang a couple more flower pots. Kind of get this like loft area up here. Some bookshelves on the spiral staircase. Just figure it fills the space up nicely. quick loft with like a desk and like a bed and everything. Couple more lanterns, armor stands. Go back to the spiral staircase here. Kind of like a tall space, pretty dark. So I put some lanterns going up the walls. So flower pots as well. Just kind of add some details on the way up. It did look pretty empty. Put a bunch of paintings as well for the same reason. Just fill the space up. Quick like flower pot up there. Up on top, make a quick like seating area. I don't know. Figure it could use a bit of something. A tiny bit of color up here. I don't do too much with it. But yeah, that's about it. If you enjoyed, consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate it. Like the video. If you really enjoyed and you want to download, I think it's up to 84 houses now. It's just $3 on the Patreon. I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.